Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So this will take you from I think it's the 6th to the 13th of July. So we'll pull 6 cards. Your relationship readings are on Vimeo and the link is underneath if you want any extra clarity and what's going on for you for the month of July. So let me pull one card for you. So you've got a message in a bottle. This is clearly about communication coming through. This could be around anything, but the message in a bottle tends to represent some breakthrough in maybe in a relationship. Maybe there's been an absence of communication and this is about a breakthrough. Can be about a job, but it's some sort of message literally coming to you, Pisces. So I always quite like the message in a bottle because it can break through an area where you previously felt stuck or things have not been moving, and then it's like this little bell goes off and something breaks through. So let's find out what this is about. I'm just going to cut the cards. So give me clear cut messages for the sign of Pisces, please. 9 of Pentacles behind you, alone and loving it card. The gift is a 10 of Swords. Don't worry. It's sometimes the way to understand a card is to look at the cards before it. The cards before the 10 of Swords are about anxiety, feeling stuck. And by the time you get to the 10 of Swords, there's been a breakthrough. And you're about something new is about to begin. So bear with me. The challenge is the 9 of Cups. So you get 2 9s and a 10. Okay, the 10s are completions. And the 9s are something nearly coming to fruition. Other people are showing up for you as the 4 of Cups. That can be a little bit of a annoying card, the 4 of Cups, when it shows up in this position. I'll find out more. The 7 of Cups underneath there, and then you get the Queen of Swords. That could be an air sign person. I'm going to pull you one more card. There's definitely, you've got both cards of Aquarius or a sort of air sign person. 4 of Cups is already the card that I'm looking at. This is how other people are in your life. The 4 of Cups is one of these cards. There's this Ace of Cups here, yeah? There's this love energy. And so this could be to do with how other people are being. There's this gift that's came your way. But the 4 of Cups is not an action card. So it's like everyone's staring at this cup. It's all they can do is stare at this cup, contemplate it, but they ain't moving into any action phase yet. Again, I wonder what the message in a bottle is about then. The Queen of Swords brings messages. So what's the messages about for Pisces, please? Yeah. The Knight of Cups. So obviously the cup is about to move, basically, Pisces. Something on the emotional front is about to move. If this is towards the end of the week, that is probably more likely because the first presenting card is always the most important card. Again, the 4 of Cups is someone who clearly sees this cup but is just sitting under a tree, not doing anything about it. Okay, one of these cards I find really, really challenging and really, really annoying because I like movement. So that's very funny, but the Knight is with it. The Knight has suddenly seen the cup. Well, he's seen the cup and now he's taken hold of it and he's saying, I'm doing it. I'm breaking through. So some Pisces are about, the message that you're about to receive is an emotional one, basically. Okay? It doesn't look like that's where you've been as you enter the reading. The 9 of Pentacles is basically the Hermit card. It's also a sort of alone and loving it card. Enjoying just being, just pottering, just being within your own sort of element, your home, nature, enjoying. Love this card. It's not a difficult card in any way, unless you're trying to get that Four of Cups to be picked up, and that's when it becomes a challenge. But Pisces, because the Ten of Swords is the gift, you're not pushing anything this week, because the Ten of Swords is a surrender card, and that's how we begin again in the Aces. So we don't control. We have almost this sort of state, sort of living in a state of what will be, will be. And that tends to be Pisces when this person actually picks up the cup and starts to move forward. So when you're in this Ten of Swords, it's very much in that state of flow, which is what Pisces rules. It is paired with the Seven of Cups, so there's still a little bit of vagueness and a little bit of confusion. But the way to work with those energies is to try as much as possible to be sort of in the now. So not pushing, just allowing, and then having faith, because there's an awful lot to have faith around. The Nine of Cups as a challenge again, and I think the Nine of Cups is a challenge because of the Four of Cups. I think for a lot of yous, there's clearly a lot going on around your emotions, around your relational life. So I don't know, Pisces, I'm sort of laughing. It's like, who exactly is the one that's about to take action? I am not clearly sure. Personally, I don't think it's going to be you, because of the Ten of Swords as the gift. Because as the gift, the Ten of Swords is a free being. They don't live their life in a state of control. They live in very much in a state of the right thing happens in the right time. So very, very much, I guess, sounds like a cliche, but a very, very, very spiritual card, the Ten of Swords. And the outcome is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so again, she could be an air sign person. You could be seeking guidance from this person, because the Queen of Swords in her greatest is about the truth. I mean, look at the image of it. She has this openness. She's also got the Sword of Truth, and the Sword of Truth which cuts through nonsense, which cuts through deceptions, and she lives at her core. You know, she lives in this beautiful, beautiful power of only living in what's true, not on delusions, not in falsehood, but she lives in her truth. And the Star card, again, another Aquarius card. So this is about transparency. That state of being open is also the card of grace, and sharing of yourself and other people sharing their truth together. This is what's going to pull two people, or you and other people, out of that card of inertia, the Four of Cups, and get the night moving. But there's definitely a requirement of definitely no control, Pisces. Anytime you even feel yourself going into control, control's just of the mind. Just say no. Take a deep breath and just keep walking and just keep relaxing and allow. I guess it's about allowing the night to stand up, get the cup, and begin to move forward to you. And that's what brings in this transparency. It brings in this truth. Because there's definitely, these two cards are very, very Neptune, by the way, very, very, a little bit not being able to see clearly what's coming next. You know, Pisces, we don't have to see what's coming next. We can live in that state of trust. But to live in a state of trust means you have to be transparent. You have to live in this state of communication, of grace, of truthfulness. And that takes an awful lot of personal strength. And look what card you've got. You've got the Strength card. That's quite a very interesting reading, Pisces, actually. I really like it. I'm quite intrigued about how the week's going to unfold for you. No control, just imagine the Ten of Swords as you're jumping off a cliff. And when you jump off this cliff, you're moving into the Fool. You're moving into this energy of new beginnings and trust and faith. And don't allow yourself to be pulled off by someone being in the Four of Cups. Because it's a trickster card. All they can do is think of this cup. That's all they can think about. So just because you're not seeing it on the external does not mean to say it's not happening, Pisces, okay? Loads of love. Thank you for everyone who watches, shares, subscribes, whatever you do. Doesn't matter. Just thank you. And check out your Vimeo reading if you need more guidance. Loads of love, guys. Bye.